Around this time of year, people get excited about the idea of another super horse ready to take on the challenge of racing's Triple Crown. This spring, there's a new contender trained by the most recognizable figure in horse racing. Here's our Power Player of the Week.
This is Justify. He's a big boy, as you can see.
Bob Baffert introduced me to his latest Kentucky Derby winner Thursday.
Justify takes the lead as they round the far turn.
Just 2 days before they went for the Preakness, the second jewel in racing's Triple Crown. Baffert said his new star intimidates other horses and trainers before he even gets on the track.
When they see him in the paddock, it's like that scene from Jaws. We need a bigger boat. That's it when they see him.
Horse racing's leading trainer took us inside his operation.
Right, go ahead and get on him.
As Justify went for a morning gallop. After a commanding win in the Derby, he said the pressure was off.
I feel more like relaxed and enjoying the moment because, you want to show your Derby horse off to everybody.
It had been raining for days, and Baffert wanted to make sure his horse got a safe ride on the sloppy track.
I would stick to the middle because it's deep out there. Just backtrack just in the middle. Just go right straight to the middle and go.
As Justify went for an easy gallop, Baffert, who's won 5 Derbies, 6 Preakness Stakes, and 2 Belmonts, talked about his sport.
You ask any golfer, have you ever won the Masters?
Right.
That's what the Kentucky Derby is to a horse trainer.
3 years ago, Baffert won the first Triple Crown in 37 years with American Pharoah. He doesn't like to get ahead of himself, but he said Justify could do it again.
He's got to win this one, but, we have the horse. Look at him. He's a picture, isn't he?
Baffert is the face of horse racing.
How are you?
As personable as he is successful.
Ever since you joined, the weather went bad here. Huh? The black cat.
And the media cover his horses like movie stars on the red carpet.
This horse, I compare him with like LeBron James. I mean, he just basically came out of high school and just went to the NBA.
He's referring to the fact Justify went from his first race to winning the Derby in 76 days. The first Derby winner not to run as a 2-year-old since 1882.
The horse brings you to the Derby. You can't make it happen. And that's what this horse did.
Baffert grew up on a ranch in Arizona. As a kid, he rode in match races against another horse and jockey.
I was like 13, 14, and I was doing this. I just loved it. I wanted to be a jockey. And the first thing my father would tell me, now don't tell your mother.
He started training quarter horses, as we found out on the track.
When I came from the quarter horse world, every sentence we started out with, I'll tell you what, he's a good one. He's a good one, Chris. He can fly.
Now, his thoroughbreds have won more than 2,600 races and more than $232 million. And Baffert is having the ride of his life.
Our stomachs are just churning the day of the race, but when those horses, those beautiful horses win, it's like, oh, this is what we're in it for, and they just love to run. They're born to run. It's a privilege to be a horse trainer. It's a privilege to have a horse like Justify. So I'm just one of the luckiest guys in the world.
Baffert and Justify took on the Preakness yesterday, racing through a thick fog, and here was the thrilling finish.
On the outside, tenfold, Bravazzo, Justify, he's unstoppable! He won the Preakness, Bravazzo!
Horse and trainer are now headed for New York and the Belmont Stakes in 3 weeks with a chance to win racing's Triple Crown.